So my name is Riaz, I'm going to be your snowboarding instructor for today, and your name is Barklin, brilliant, and you've done the basics and we know that you're a regular rider with your left foot forward. Yep. The next step, what we're going to do is called sliding, and that's just with one foot attached, and that's just to get you comfortable on the board while it's moving. So one of the most important things in snowboarding is your position over the board, and we call it the balanced body position. What I'd like you to do is put this foot, the free foot, as close up to your binding as possible, and keep your arms out like this. And you must remember that your shoulders must be in line with your board at all times. And bend your knees a little bit, ankles a little bit bent, and up and shoulders nice and straight, head up, nice and flat. This is your basic body balance position. So if you maintain this position, you will be balanced on the board. Your body's centre is on the board. And the aim of the exercise we're going to do now is to get you comfortable with this position while the board's moving. And if you maintain this position, nice and relaxed legs, slightly bent, straight shoulders, you should stay on top of the board. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll give you a bit of demonstration. We're going to go put your board straight up, and we're going to go that way. What I'd like you to do is keep your body nice and relaxed in the position that we spoke about, arms out, shoulders in line with the board, and look where you're going. And the board should slide nice and slowly. It's not very steep, so you probably won't go far. The snow's a little bit sticky, so you probably won't go far. But the aim of this task is just to get you comfortable with this position. Okay. So, is that okay? Yep, cool. So, let's see if we can get us going. Go a little bit higher maybe. So we've done the, you know how to climb. Very closely. Nice and relaxed. So nice and relaxed, slightly bent. Look where you're going.
Really good.
That's it. Look up. Look in the crowd. Excellent. Very well controlling the board. You're absolutely still. You weren't moving around. Your shoulders still and your head was up. What I'd like you to do the next time you do it is just bend those knees a little bit. Okay, just a little bit more bendy. But apart from that was brilliant. So we can do that again, just with your knees bent. So we climb up again. Cool. So same thing again, but just bend those knees a little bit. So off we go again. Excellent, Burton, that's very good. Head straight. Okay, and the reason we emphasise that is that just gives you a little bit more stability. When you come down, you're closer to your board, and that stabilises your board. Brilliant, so you've mastered that. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing, but just vary your position. So we're going to do straight, and then sit down a little bit, and then stand up. See if that does anything. Yeah. But you've got your position perfect, so you should stay on top of your board rather than on your snow. So we'll do that in one go, and the next time we'll do leaning it forward, and just like that. Okay. Because you've got good body position, so you should stay on top of your board. We'll plug up a little bit again. Just watch me. Down. Right. Good stuff. That's brilliant. That's very good. I'm going to be your snowboarding instructor for today, and you're Berglin. So we've done the first two steps of how to learn how to snowboard. Now we're going to do the third step, which is called side slipping. The aim of this step is to just get you to learn your brakes on your snowboard and how to stop in just moving down the hill using that. We'll also do another exercise where we'll get you moving your weight on the board and just get you comfortable moving side to side. So the first thing we're going to do is, like we mentioned at the beginning, the edges of your board are your brakes. So if you dig in your back edge like that, that's your toe edge and that's your brake. If you put some weight on it, can you feel that digging in? Yeah, that's good. That's your back edge and that's your brake. And if you turn around, you can do the same. It's a bit difficult to do it, but if you dig in your front edge, that's it. And you can feel, put some pressure, you can feel that? Yeah. Yeah. Right, the next part we're going to do is called the gas pedal exercise. And the idea behind it is, if these are your heels, the base of my feet, you're doing this. So the heels are your brakes and you're just doing that. And as soon as you dig them in, that's your brakes. And same with your toes. When you dig your toes in, those are your brakes. So what I'd like you to do is just do this action at the angle. So if you keep it flat, that's you taking your brakes off, dig it in, your brakes are on. Okay, so brakes in, and then flatten your foot out, brakes off. Simple as that. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the same with the heel edge. Toe in, toes in. That's your gas pedal, and that's your brake. Release the foot, slide it, and the brakes off, and you will slide down. Okay, so those are essentially your brakes. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to slide down, but with just one foot attached. It can be a little bit unsteady, and the snow's a bit sticky, so you might find it difficult, but just try to relax. Remember your balance, body balance position. Okay, so I'll do a quick demo for you. The other thing I forgot to mention actually is when I'll take my snowboard off for you and we'll talk through this, is varying positions of your knees. In snowboarding, there's two positions called the cowboy position and the ballerina position. And the cowboy position is when you're on your heels and you just sit down like that. So you sit down like a cowboy, okay? And it's just your knees, and that will help you. When you sit down, your heels will dig in. You stand up, but the board goes flat and the brakes are off and you go. So this is the cowboy position. And on the other side, it's a ballerina, so you stand like a ballerina. So these are your toes in your board. You bend your knees feel like your knees are going into the snow, and like that, and your hips out, body straight, and this is your ballerina position. Okay? So we can practice that actually, because I think it would be quite good for you just to. So I can hold your hand, so it'll be quite unstable. With one hand, put it on that board next to the binding, and now sit down like a cowboy. Excellent. Back straight. Keep your back straight, head up. Excellent. Okay? So that's your cowboy position. Now we'll try the ballerina position. So if you twist down, and same thing. Dig your feet in. That's it, knee, that's it, hips out, and your shoulders will obviously be straight. Yeah, because I won't be here. Okay, so does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah, brilliant. So just remember those when you're applying your brakes. Cowboy position with your heels, ballerina position on your toes. Okay, so I'll slip down. So I slip down. I'll wave you down when I come down. Just make sure you have a look before you go, just to look out for those skiers and boarders. Got that again. Amazing. How does that feel? Good. Good. Really good. Just bend your knees a little bit more. I know it's quite difficult with one foot strapped in. And just remember, look up, nice and proud, shoulders straight. Well, that was very, very good. Right, we'll just try the same thing on the toe side. So if you turn your board around, exactly the same principle, but just on the other edge. This might feel a little bit more unsteady because you can't see where you're going, but it's exactly the same principle. So I'll do a quick demo for you if you just watch me. Exactly the same principle,